What's Gucci, everybody? It's AJ here again, and today I want to talk about function prototypes. Let me just run this quickly here to get rid of all the warning boxes. As you can see here, I changed my function a little bit from the last tutorial of cube to just return the number that it is given. So, pretty basic function, actually does nothing. It returns the number that you already know the value of. So, in the last tutorial, I made it very clear that I could not have the function below the main function, or else I would get, maybe I didn't explain this in the last tutorial, I would get an error, because when I run this program, the compiler, when it goes through the main function, does not know the Q function exists down here. And this can lead to errors and false advertising as it is, because what the compiler does is it assumes that every function it calls automatically returns an int. So if all your functions return ints, that may be okay, but that is not always the right thing to do. You want the compiler, you want to be very strict in programming, and you want to declare your functions in C like you should do. So what I should do is that, first of all, this should be protocol for everyone. So if you watched the last tutorial and you're watching this tutorial, you're in good shape, because now you know what all the pros do in C. Is that what you need is you need a function header to tell everybody what functions you have defined in this C file. And what a function header is if you look at line 22, it's literally, without the brackets, the first line of your function. And I can literally just copy that, paste it up here, and put a semicolon after it, and that is my function header. And what that does is it tells C, the C compiler, oh hey, there's a function called cube down here somewhere that returns an integer and takes a parameter of an integer. Note that I do not need the exact name, I just need the type. So for instance, I could have an integer, and I could take multiple parameters of an integer and an integer, but I don't need a parameter name. I just need the type. So if I run this, it should return 8, as obviously it should print out 8, and it does, because this function really isn't doing anything. 1 second, my dad was just calling me. And there you go. Basically, what you need to do is you need to make sure if you have multiple functions that you have multiple function prototypes. So let's say I have an integer. Let's say instead of cube, I'm going to square, and that's going to return number times number. And it's okay if the parameters have the same name. I'm going to space that out, it doesn't matter. And what I need to do is I need to make a parameter. Oh, my other YouTube video is downloading. And I need to make another parameter called square that takes 2 ints. Oh no, just 1 int. I'm getting ahead of myself. And let the compiler know about the number square. And what this will do is, again, the same thing. It lets me know that there are 2 functions down below main that are called cube, square, return an int. Both return an int, and both take an integer as parameter. And then you can look down and see what they do. But it is easy. It makes the program very readable to anybody who may view this program, so they know what functions are in the program. And this may be where you can comment the code and say, hey, you know, this is what cubes a function, or this is what does that. But your function name should also say that clearly. So yeah, I hope you learned about function prototypes. So make sure if you're ever making functions, you use them, because it's very valuable to have your main in the front, because you'll be looking at your main function a lot, and then your square and cube function. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and have a great day.